And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Logan Gilbert.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
In the air, right field. Reaching for it and brings it in. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit, takes
one ball,
one.
no strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Puts it away for the out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
2 down, bases empty. And now for the Marlins, Eric Wagaman. And that's in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Here's the 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Marlins down quietly. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and our pitcher tonight, Ronnie Enriquez. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Bottom of the first, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. And delivers outside. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. And that is out of play. In the air, right side. Sanchez gets under it. Makes the grab for the second out. And let's take a look at the lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Now at the plate, Cal Raleigh. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that's the third out. We played an inning. No score. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Agustin Ramirez. Gilbert back to work. That's in there. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And that should quiet this home crowd. His second homer of this series, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Kyle Stowers now at the plate. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Now it's going to be Connor Norby. And there's a ball. wind of the pitch. That one a little bit high. And that's ball 2. Foul ball there. And that one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 2nd. That one just misses. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Corrals it. 2 away now.
The first baseman,
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. That misses, and that's ball 1. Mervis checks his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he offered at it. That's down and in. And that swing is ring. It's a strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Seattle, and now the right fielder, Luke Raley. Ball 1 there.
Ball. 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Oh, that's low. That's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Can't hang on.
that is good. The second baseman.
Here's Dylan Moore.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
On the ground left side. 6, 4,
He's up.
3.
He's up.
It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mariners nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park, new inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Liam Hicks. And that one clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Oh, that got away from him.
Base. That got
And
him.
he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. And now the rookie second baseman, Javier Sanoja. First
That's
pitch
a ball.
misses. Sanoja goes 5 feet 7 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in Venezuela. Hicks on at first, nobody out. Next pitch,
That's
a
a ball.
slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, when those hitters
2-2.
count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Ground ball right side. Fair ball. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. That
No,
misses.
that's high.
And a count even 1-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Line drive, base hit. One runs in. The second run scores, and they lead by 3.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 1 so far. That's a slider for a strike. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a ball popped up. Williamson pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 33, Eric Wagner.
And now Eric Wagaman went down on strikes his first time through. That misses.
1-0.
1-0. Fastball for a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
Man at first, one away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Rayleigh pulls it down. That's out number 2.
The bat, the designated hitter, obviously Ramirez.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Agustin Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, there's a
No
certain
ball,
point where
one
you have to
strike.
commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the
Ball.
end.
Outside low, 1-1. Check on the runner. Edwards
Nope,
back
right.
on a dive. 2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Ripped to right. Rayleigh makes the catch, and that is that. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mariners nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now for Seattle, Miles Mastrobuoni. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Batting it, the third baseman.
So digging in, Ben Williamson. And that drops in for a strike. A little up front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
J.P. Crawford stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. High fly ball out into left center field. Stowers sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The third baseman, number 1, Connor.
And now it's going to be Connor Norby. He's 0 for 1. On the ground,
And
right
foul.
side, and it goes just foul. He gets there with the slide. The feed for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Matt Mervis, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Wu getting ready to go. Snyder getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Move to first. Norby
No,
dives
he's
back
in
in
there.
safely. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Marlins 3 and the Mariners nothing. Back in Seattle, bottom of the 4th, here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
And that
That's
misses.
in, ball.
And 1-1. Ground ball right side, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Jorge.
So a man at first, and now the DH, Jorge Polanco. Ground ball could be 2. Fires over to first, and Polanco is out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch, and he just misses. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time.
The right fielder, number 20, Luke Raley.
Luke Raley will hit next. Reached on an infield single his first time. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Gone! Third home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Tellez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what time.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Liam Hicks. Gilbert back to work. Off the mark there.
That's a ball.
Ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Raleigh right there to make the grab. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
And that's downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And he hits a ground ball right side. Moore throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Xavier Edwards digs in now. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And a bunt towards third. And that's just foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Loves it on the dive, and that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. So man aboard. And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Edwards, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pickoff throw, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Boog, you got to move your feet as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first. And can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body. And he didn't have much of a lead over there at all. So I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep him honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
Now the 0-1.
Nope, ball.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 4 strikeouts now. 1 left for Miami, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. And he drops it down the third baseline. Down the line, and it's foul. And a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
At the plate, Miles Mastrobuoni. Up the middle, hauls it in, 1 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now the third baseman, Ben Williamson, struck out swinging his first time. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second and 1 gone.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. In there at the knees.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 1. Miami's bullpen with some action. Max Meyer up and throwing. Quantrill warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This to third, dive, and he's got it. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And now the center fielder, Eric Wagaman. Wagaman measures 6 feet 4 inches. 27 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Outside low. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's outside.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away. Out front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. There's a swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall.
All over that one right there. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Logan Gilbert done for the night, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching
New pitcher for the Mariners, Ryan Wu.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up next, Agustin Ramirez. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
You know, these Marlins really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Off the mark there. And it's 1-2.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Stowers
that
at the
missed.
plate now. That's ball one. One-run game, one out, one on. Next offering in there for a strike. One ball, one strike. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Gabe Spire preparing to come on if needed. And a 1-1. Ground ball to first, could be two. Slings to second, on to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mariners 2. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Max Meyer.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Jesus Tinoco appears to be getting loose. Fauché also getting ready. That gets by him. Now he turns and heads for second. Still finds a way to get off the throw. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. And stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. both 2 in this one.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Just missed.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
Back to the mound. He's got it. In plenty of time to first, and Polanco is out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here's a big power threat. Cal Raleigh.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up. You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release
point. That's a ball.
And that misses. And it's 1-0.
No strikes.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That one
2-0.
missed.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back, let your hands work, stay in the middle of the field.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
2-1.
Man at second.
3-1.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him. 2 away.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Max Meyer won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Anthony Veneziano. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. Luke Raley now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. That's inside.
Nope. Ball.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offer in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Gabe Spire.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Now, Connor Norby. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
No balls, one
Well,
strike.
on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Next offering is fouled back. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. The throw into second. And that's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Matt Mervis. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Norby at second with nobody out. And a foul ball. Man at second. Outside low. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. That one pulled foul. Runner at second here, one gone. A little bit high, and it's 1-1. Out to center. Rodriguez sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Now back. Second baseman, Javier Sano.
And now Javier Sanoja, 1 for 2. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Ripped on a line. And that is it. Marlins lead 1, but they're up 3-2. Bottom of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Yeah. Swings and misses. 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. Not even close there. Ball 1. trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Late swing fouled off. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fought off foul. That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
2 outs. Out there to center. Wagaman on his way over. Makes a nice running catch. And that is the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Edward Bizardo.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. Well struck right field. And that one's off the wall. The throw in. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch just misses. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Colin Snyder up and loosening in the pen. Lawrence getting loose as well. Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. And they add a couple more. It's 5-2.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And up next for Miami, Eric Wagaman. That's in there. Strike 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that one is inside ball 1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. Out towards right center field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Agustin Ramirez. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. On the ground to the left. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now that's Kyle Stowers.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Edward Bizardo will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Colin Snyder. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. 1 for 3. And the first
That's
pitch
inside.
misses
That's
for
the ball.
ball 1. And a strike on the outside edge. Pitch misses. 2-1. Wagaman, the runner at second with 1 away. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just
Got a
missed.
full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
2 on, 1 out. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Late on that fastball.
Well, he's like Mike Trout.
0-1.
Figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
2 on, 1 out. That's in there, and it's 0-2. On the ground, right side, and it stays fair. Wagaman headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
So digging in, Matt Mervis. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Not
1
close
ball,
with
2
that
strikes.
one. Now 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. Now 2 out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Hicks in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch,
1-1.
not close, up high. Runners on first and third, 2 away. To the right side.
That's foul.
And foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mariners 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Cal Quantrill.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Williamson leading things off and takes a strike.
It's 0-1.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. George Soriano appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Quantrill back to work. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's down.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 3.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners.
Crawford.
That clips the corner. The Fish leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Strike on the inside corner.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
The shortstop takes the ball. Out to short. Edwards sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 24, Rodriguez.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And that's through there for a strike.
Down, ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Mariners go down quietly there. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Trent Thornton.
Number 46. Trent Thornton.
Javier Sanoja getting ready to hit.
Javier Sanoja.
Right through there for a strike. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Casey Legumina getting loose out there. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
I think he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Edwards in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And another ball. That one misses, and it's 3-0. And there's the automatic.
I know a slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
Outside, and it's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
1 gone, runner at first. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Thorne, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. First and second, 1 out. And at the plate for Miami, Eric Wagaman. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 1 out. Runners at first and second. On the ground to third. Tags the runner for one. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. So one hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mariners 2. Back in Seattle, now it's the DH, Jorge Polanco. Quantrill back to work. Outside.
That's a ball. Outside.
1-0. That one pushed to the left and foul. On the ground.
Foul ball.
And it goes just foul. Into left center for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the catcher.
And now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
But we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
That's the ball.
Just missed.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Edwards settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Luke Raley.
He's 2 outs away. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And that misses off the outside edge. Polanco over at first with 1 away. The next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And it's fouled away. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3.
And that's
Count
awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Quantrill back to work. Swings through it for the K. And they're down to their last out.
The first baseman.
Here's Rowdy Tellez. Just missed.
1-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 1. The M's down by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. That's it for Cal Quantrill, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Anthony Bender on to try and close it out. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. First and second, 2 outs. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. And that one pulled foul. And the pitch is
Nope, that's outside.
Ball 1. First and second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And it's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
One strike away. Got it. And that is the ball game.
Well, a 4-pitch save. He was just starting to get comfortable out there after throwing a lot of pitches in the bullpen in this one. But a nice job of attacking the hitters, being very efficient. And this is what you want to do. You want to come in and you want to close things out as quickly as possible.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from T-Mobile Park in Seattle.
Alright, yo, that's game, man. That was actually a pretty good game. You know, seems like the man was trying to come back, but hey, it is what it is. Simulation. So tune into the game. I know what's going on. See what the outcome is, and I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. And I'm gonna do the basketball simulations. But alright, until next.